He literally ran out the fence gate and shut it behind him. He did not run towards his niece or his nephew, who was also present in an outdoor bassinet that I managed to all but toss onto the picnic table to make sure it was out of the dog's reach, while holding his niece over my shoulder. I put her on the barbecue to keep her out of reach, but the dog was literally jumping and snapping, and I was worried that if I tried to carry her, since I'm short, it would manage to grab her out of my hands. It chased me when I ran for the shovel, but then I swung at it, and I swung, and I swung, and I swung until it stopped. I don't think I will ever forget the sound or feeling. It was so high stress that I didn't even realize it had bitten me twice. I haven't spoken to him for a full week, even though we live in the same house. I didn't ask where he went, he only came back a few minutes later to pack us into the car and drive us to the hospital. He's getting angry that I'm giving him the silent treatment, but I feel like it's his fault that I had to possibly end that animal. I don't know if the pit bull made it, I haven't asked. If he had gotten the bear spray, which I literally keep in my purse for if I am ever attacked by an animal or otherwise, then I don't think I would have needed to do what I did. It was literally just inside the door, and he knows where I keep it. Instead, he literally took off to God knows where. Me and 2 children, whom I'm not even related to, could have lost our lives. It might not even be relevant, but I don't even like kids. I'm staunchly child-free, and he is the one who offered us up to babysit for the weekend. I don't know, is this grounds for divorce? I'm not sure I can even look at him. Any attraction I had to him is pretty much gone. He tried to touch me yesterday, just to move me so he could pass, and I smacked his hand away without even thinking about it, like he was some stranger at a bar, because it was literally jarring. He's just been skulking around, trying to talk to me, then getting frustrated, then skulking more. I wasn't expecting him to be macho and fistfight the dog, but at least follow instructions? At least not leave me in a life and not life situation with a toddler and an infant? Should I be able to chalk this up to in-the-moment panic? I don't even know if I want to hear him out. Update 1. I thought I'd update since a few things have happened, kind of. Sorry if this is needlessly long, I didn't expect this to get so many comments and so much kindness. I want to say I'm so sorry to everyone who has experienced anything similar because, my God, it has not been easy. For everyone worried about my mental health, I did get in touch with a counselor through an app provided by my work yesterday, as I decided I really needed it and labeled it high priority. However, it felt more like a preliminary meeting. She said she wanted to help me feel more comfortable because I was visibly tensing up whenever I started talking about it, and she even noticed it through the video chat. Last night, I also told my husband I needed space. I wasn't as nice as I wanted to be. He argued and didn't want to leave, even though it's my house, but I told him I just didn't want to look at him, that I couldn't look at him. He cried, and I hate that I felt apathetic towards it. I haven't slept well, so I'm not sure if I'm just overtired and still so shaken. I was also emotionally exhausted after the appointment, so that might have added to it. I got a few questions about his sister and her husband, so I thought I'd answer. They aren't speaking with him. I don't know when it happened. I was definitely out of it at the hospital while I was getting the stitches and everything, but I do think after I was done blubbering and trying to explain how something so terrible happened to their little girl under our watch, they apparently asked him where he was. I still haven't talked to him about where he went, so I don't know. However, it clearly didn't satisfy them. His niece just got out of the hospital yesterday, so that really triggered everything and a lot happened. I sent flowers, a bear, and a toy she had been asking about. I didn't go to the hospital, though, as I was scared seeing me would make her nervous. But his sister and her husband sent me flowers too, and it made me bawl again. I'm just a freaking mess, honestly. The father sent me a long message that I haven't been able to get through, but it's the sweetest thing anyone has ever sent me. He also sent me a $1,000 Visa card. I literally thought I was reading the amount wrong. They are good people, and I still feel terrible that I couldn't have done more for her. Everything's just replaying in my head. Anyway, I obviously haven't looked into filing yet, but I am not against the idea of it. It really did help me feel better about wanting a divorce over this. I know fight or flight can't be helped, but now I think I realize that it's okay not to want to be with someone who would leave you behind. I think I can say I'm a fighter, and I want a fighter with me. Maybe he'd be better off with a runner instead. Then he at least wouldn't be leaving someone behind. I don't know, it feels like I'm done. But I'm also just a mess, so right now I'm just glad I have space. Thank you for making me feel like I wasn't being ridiculous, though. I think it always feels like it should be multiple issues that tear a marriage apart, unless it's infidelity or something, and it's like I know he may not have meant to betray me, but he still did, whatever his reasoning. I'm not sure when I'll be speaking to him, but I will try to update then.